Hey guys, welcome. Melissa Zoske here, your wealth and energy alignment business mentor. And I've made a commitment to get on here, try to get on here every workday, just to make sure that I'm staying connected with you all and can give you some little bits of advice and tidbits on making your life and business better. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Melissa Zoske, your wealth and alignment business mentor, and I help people align what they want to make of their business and life with their energy. And I do that by helping them clear out the negative beliefs, patterns, and programming that are keeping them from actually having the life and business they want. And it's been such a journey for me because this has been such a long journey. It's been something that, it's not just something that happens overnight, it's a process. And it's something that I learned just by listening to people like myself, talking to you today, following people, and just trying to get little bits of information here and there. And I want to help you find that energy to lift yourself up, to raise your vibration, and to basically go to that next level of your life and business. And sometimes it could even involve your health. A lot of my clients are struggling with health and burnout and those things that are keeping them from actually living the fullest life that they could ever ask for. And sometimes we don't even know that we're not living the best life that we could until we're actually living the better life. It's like crazy how you don't realize how bad you feel until you start feeling better. So today I wanted to go over with you guys on the topic of 2020. This year has been crazy. It's absolutely mind-blowing how we keep thinking that we're through it, or it's just like 2020 to me was like the most transforming year ever before it came. And then this year it is transforming, but not in the way that I thought it would be. It's like, whoa, mind-blowing. And one of the things that really came up for me was 2020. What is 2020? It means clear vision. It means you can see things very clearly. And why aren't we able to see things clearly? And how can we see things more clearly in the future? So I came up with my thoughts of 2020. I wanted to share that with you today. So, again, 2020 is all about becoming very clear, seeing things very clear for what they are. And I think that in our society today, we've been seeing that, lots of things coming to the surface that people have been in denial about, right? When it comes to your life and business, everything is connected. So when we change one thing and start seeing things clearly, everything becomes more focused, and we can see the smaller details and things that are super important. And it can be anywhere in your life. It can be big things, it could be very small things. So paying attention is super important. So what does clear vision mean to you when it comes to this life in your business? How do you see your life now? Are you seeing your life really clearly now? And is your life really what you want it to be? Are you living the life that you want? Is your business where you want it to be? What about that? Are you earning enough? Are you owning your worth? If you don't, no one will own your or value what you do. So you have to own your worth. It's really important that you see the value in yourself before anybody else can see it. The other thing is, how do you want to see your business? If you look at the pain points, the painful things in your life, it can be very difficult. We all go through different things that we don't want to see. We often don't see things clearly because it's too painful, right? We don't want to look at them. And so it's so easy to be in denial when we don't look at the things that are going on that are bad or make us feel bad. So are you really looking closely at everything, even if it doesn't feel good? And most of the time I'm saying, hey, focus on the things that feel good. But sometimes we have to focus on those things that don't feel good in order to clear them out so that we can raise up to that next level and feel amazing. So if you don't look closely at things, it could be sabotaging you from being more successful. So That could be, everything's connected. I always say when you work on one thing, you're working on everything else. So if you are working on business and you are starting to see things really clearly and you're starting to see the little energy leaks in your business and what it's taken out of you, it's probably also affecting your health. It's probably taking you away from family or other family events, so it's actually affecting your relationships. So those are the things that are connected, and you want to really pay attention to it. So I wanted to go over some things that can help you really start to step into that next level version of yourself. One of the things is, are you practicing simple energy alignment methods every day? And that could be as simple as meditation. It could be doing the healing codes, one of my favorite practices that I'm certified in. It could be working with EFT. It could be doing, like this morning I did, a mindful movement meditation, which means I was taking a walk and I was focusing on what I wanted to create. And it was like this meditation that I kept saying to myself over and over again, focusing on the feeling that that mantra brought to the surface in me. And it was beautiful, so it just really relaxed me, but yet I'm moving at the same time, so I was moving the physical energy. And that's the next thing. Are you getting some kind of physical movement every single day? So I combined two in one time. Movement meditation today, which was amazing. And I should actually do a video on that because I think you guys could really benefit from it. So I go with how I feel, and I adjust what needs to be adjusted, and I put my energy where it needs to go based on how I feel often. Now, does that mean if I'm having a negative moment or I'm, not so feeling good about things that I just go off, totally off track? No. I honor how I'm feeling, and I look at it. And if I need to take a break, I take a quick break. I go take a time out for myself. I might go for a quick walk just to cool off and just to kind of settle my mind down and really start to, again, see things clearer. Because sometimes when we're over emotional about things, it really clouds our vision. We don't see it clearly. We don't see the big picture. And so when we can calm down and remove some of that stress, we see things so much more clear. And that's huge, guys. I mean, that's a big part of what I love to do every day, is just to try to make sure that I'm keeping the stress low. If it's starting to pile up, taking a step back, doing some energy work. And lots of times, especially in the beginning when I started doing this work, and I still find this, but beliefs that come up about myself or others that are starting to feel like they're taking me down, it's time to work on those beliefs. I'm not good enough, or I can't do anything right. Those were big ones in the beginning. The visibility thing really got me huge. I was like, I didn't want to do lives. I'll go into that in a second. But one of the things I had to do is let go of people that drained me. Are you holding on to people in your life out of habit that drain your energy? And you know who they are. It's like when you're around them a lot or you're talking to them a lot, if your energy is dropping down, that it just doesn't feel good. It's draining your energy, and that's not what you need. I surround myself with people that are high vibe. I really make a point of really being selective, of keeping my inner circle really tight and making sure that those people are high vibe and they are on a similar path as me and on a similar wavelength. I mean, they have the similar thoughts about life, and they really want to expand. In the same breath, I do have people that have different opinions. That's fine. It's because it helps me expand what I see so I don't get too narrow-minded too. So it's about a balancing act, walking and making sure that you are stretching. When you first start stretching, how it kind of hurts a little bit. When you are using and practicing balance, it's the same as stretching. You have to stretch yourself a little bit. Sometimes it doesn't feel good until you stretch enough and often enough, consistently, that then it feels right. It feels good, actually. So that's what I do, especially with surrounding myself with people that I trust and I really enjoy. The other thing is, right now, especially in 2020, is I'm setting my intentions, my focus, and I'm taking aim, then taking the appropriate action steps that will take me toward my dreams. I used to spin my wheels, For years, I ended up in the same spot year after year, thinking I was making progress because I was so busy, working my business, getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning, not turning my computer off until 9 o'clock at night, and thinking that I was working hard. And I was, but I was doing things that were a waste of time and my energy. And, it started to take me down. I started to feel burnout, started getting frustrated and depressed. And here I am, an energy alignment mentor. How could I be teaching others to do this if I wasn't living that path, walking that path myself, living that dream myself? So I had to really step into it and start taking, the steps toward really walking the walk, living my own dream before I even had the dream, believing in the dream that I wanted, feeling as if that dream was already here today. And here I am. I'm living in this dream, and I love it. There's somebody out there fishing in the water right now. I love it. He's living his dream. It's so cool how once we start stepping into the emotions of what we want to create, how we draw it closer so much faster. And when you're hustling all the time, hustle, work, stress, you could be pushing that dream further away. I'm not saying you're not going to have some amount of success, because people do, but you're probably not going to have success in every area of your life. And it's not just about reaching the financial goal or your business goal. It's about having all of it. I'm a wealth and energy alignment mentor. Wealth, meaning all areas of your life. So what I did is I'm making it easier on myself. All these things that I pulled together is I'm making life easier for myself. I don't beat myself up when I make a mistake. I'm easy on myself in all areas. And if I screw up, I just say, well, tomorrow's another day. Kind of reminds me of Gone with the Wind. Tomorrow's another day. And I work toward being better and being a better version of myself tomorrow. And in the moment right now, I can't go back and change what was, but I can go forward and be the best version of myself, right? And that's what I want for you. All we're doing is being the best version of ourselves. And we're all so different that looks different with every one of us. One of the biggest things, in essence, from all of this in 2020 is I let go of those things that no longer serve me. So I talked briefly on letting negative people go, or letting people that drain me. I let go of the energy leaks that I thought were helping me by feeling like I was working hard. Those were all beliefs. You have to work hard to make money. And so I followed that, thinking I have to just be spinning, working hard, running, and out of breath before I am actually can feel good about myself to bring in that money, allow that money in. And that was a lie. That was a belief I kept telling myself over and over again, until it became true. Or it was something from my parents, which going back to my energy testing, this went back generations for me. You have to work hard to make money. And if you're not working hard, you don't deserve it. And it doesn't mean you're not working. It just means that you are selecting what it is that you're going to put your time into. And you can work smarter, not harder. You just are really selective. So for me, working 3 days a week is the biggest thing that I decided to make this year really count for me, because I used to work 7 days a week, and I wasn't making nearly the money I'm making now working 3 days. So, it's something you don't have to trade off. You can work smarter and enjoy life and make a good income. You don't have to kill yourself to earn that money, okay? So one of the other things is, are you trading your physical body? Are you treating your physical body well? Are you trading that physical health for your business? And a lot of people do. I find a lot of my clients are on burnout mode. Their health is going down the tube because they are trading their blood, sweat, and tears, their physical bodies breaking down in order to have the success. And that's not cool. You guys, your body is your temple. Your body is your most important thing. Your health is your wealth. And so keeping that in mind all the time as you're working, and not just looking at yourself as a machine. you need to honor your body, okay? So some of the simple things around that are like really simple, like just drinking enough water. I mean, how many times do you find yourself not drinking water all day long, and instead you're drinking coffee? Drink the water. I'm not saying you can't drink coffee, but drink some water. I always carry my water around with me at all times, and I'm always drinking it. Sometimes I drink it on here, and I end up choking, choking and trying to talk to you guys. But it is just a simple thing like that that can be so helpful to you. The other thing is, and it's such a huge impact, something so simple like that can have such a huge impact on your health. So 2020 to me is being very clear about my intentions, and I said that before. My intentions and writing those down, whether you're journaling about them, whether you are, I love vision boards, so I do vision boards all the time. I write things down all the time. I have sticky notes. And from that, it's not just writing them down, it's how do I want to feel once I reach those intentions. So for me, one of the things is being very clear about what my intentions are for my life and business. And usually those are combined in some way. They have to be very clear for me to take those steps toward them. And then I grab the emotions from those intentions, because you're not making these goals. You're not having these intentions for no reason. They're usually because you want to feel a certain way, right? You want to create money and have more of an income so you can have security or have more freedom. Or maybe you can support other people in your life more. You can help them more. Whatever that intention is, whatever that end result is, what do you feel from that? If you have freedom, how does that make you feel? You just feel, again, more secure. If you can help other people, it makes you feel so good, like you're doing a good thing in life. And that emotion of feeling good, just that deep down joy that sparks from that, that's what you want in the end. So grabbing that emotion of that joy, that love, that connection, and feeling that first will help you start to bring in more of what you are intending to work toward, bring in that goal. So when you're not being really clear about things, you're not really putting that intention out, you're not being very clear, or maybe you're not wanting to see something, like in your life right now, it's a sign that usually it's a sign for me that I'm not committed to actually looking at it closer. I'm not committed and I don't want to see it any closer. And why? Why am I in denial? Why would you be in denial about something? It's because usually it scares you or it's uncomfortable or something maybe you've gone through in the past that feels really similar. So you run from it. So then what I would do is ask yourself, why am I allowing this thing that I don't want to look at to sabotage me? One of the things was being visible in my business, and like being on these live streams, or even just doing a pre-recorded video, or even doing a post with a picture of yourself. It could feel really hard, and I avoided that in the beginning, unless it was a picture perfect photo that a professional took and really doctored it up big time. I didn't want to be seen, and I just said, well, people like that are, they're just full of themselves. The other thing was, I just said, video's not for me. It's just not my thing. Really, I was scared. I was scared of being judged. I was scared of how people would think of me, what they would say about me. I was scared of messing up, doing stuff wrong. I remember my first video, it's on YouTube right now still. It's got thousands and thousands of views. It took me, I think it's only like maybe an 8-minute video, but it took me like a full day to record. You guys, and it wasn't that great of a video. But I would pause it, get up, read the notes. It was all scripted, and then I would go back and redo it again, go back, redo it again. It was, oh my gosh. It was, I cannot believe I did that, because I would never do that today. But I was so hard on myself and so critical and judgmental of myself and scared of what others would think that I just spent so much time doing that video. And I've kept it up, and I'm glad I've kept it up, because it reminds me of how much I've grown. But a lot of times that saying, oh, it's just not for me, when that's a lie, I was scared. And so then I said to myself, obviously this is sabotaging me from stepping up in my business, right? So then I said to myself, I don't want fear to stop me from doing anything in my life. If I don't want to do it, that's fine. If it's not really my jam, that's fine. But I don't want fear to stop me from stepping up and doing anything in my life. And I don't want it to stop you from doing stuff in your life. I want you to step out of that fear and be courageous and lift yourself up and move forward. And you can do it. I know you can. So what I did is I started working through that fear. Once I ID'd it, it's so funny. See, again, I wasn't seeing it clearly. I didn't have the 2020 goggles on. So once I did see it, and I was like, I'm scared. Then I had to work on that fear and all the stuff, the judgment, the self-criticism, the worrying about what other people think, them thinking, who do I think I am, stepping up and out there. And once I really ID'd that and worked on that, I got rid of it because here I am, guys. And you can do that too. One of the things that helped me with that was actually hiring my first coach. And the geese are out there right now looking at me going, hey, lady. But I hired my first coach to help work through that. And that was the biggest and best investment I made in myself. And it tripled my income so fast that I wish I could go back in time and have done it a few years earlier, because I hire mentors to help me at this time, and I up level, and I think it's always good to have people outside of yourself helping you through that. And when you invest in yourself, you're actually putting out the energy that you're worth it, that what you believe in, what you're working toward is worth it. And that energy opens up, your business opens up, your goals open up, and they see that you have faith in yourself, and that's when things start to shift. You level up. You can probably hear the geese. So that's exactly what I'm trying to do with you guys here, is I want you to level up. I want you to not to be in the same place year after year. Definitely not in the same place next year that you are today. So please listen to yourself, listen to your inner guidance system. Watch for the fears and those beliefs, the drama that you have in your life, the things that are making you from seeing clearly. Look at it and give yourself a break. Honor yourself and move forward. Even if you've been doing this for years and you're like, how did I never see this? Don't beat yourself up. It's time to move forward. So one of the things, lastly, what I'm ready to let go of in my life or business is one of the things that I've decided to do, and I've done this year already. What am I ready to let go of more? Some of the things I've already cut back are hours. Like I said, I was working so many days a week, and now I'm working 3 days a week. I still get on here daily because it doesn't feel like work to me, and I love it. I can't believe I say that, because I was scared of it, and I hated it at first. And then I was like, oh my gosh. But once I got into it, it was fun. It's fun to connect with you guys on this level, and it's fun to see my clients work toward this as well. And working through those beliefs and those traumas and those memories and the judgments and the criticism and the fear of all that, and being able to step up into that next level version of yourself is so key in all of this. And this actually cutting back my hours, it was crazy, guys. When I cut back my hours and I started working smarter, not harder, it helped me earn even more money, which I just can't even believe it, but it's true. And you hear people tell you that, but I'm telling you, it's true. It worked so well for me, and I'm way less stressed. I have so much more fun. I have more time with my family. I have more time to just kind of go, I'm relaxing, taking walks, doing mindful meditations, working in those things that are important to me that help me stay balanced and see things so much more clear. So one of the other things I did was I hired help a long time ago. I did this a few years ago, where I started hiring help for people, helping me manage my social media and helping me with my programs and stuff like that. You guys, hiring out feels like it could be something really big too, but the clients that I've worked with, helping them figure out what they could hire out and really how little it actually does cost you, as opposed to how much time you put into it yourself. It's a way, it pays for itself so fast, and your time is valuable. So, and then you're actually helping other people earn a living too. So we're spreading the wealth out. We're not just holding on to what we've earned so tightly and then strangling ourselves to keep going. hiring out, getting that help. One of the little things I first started working with when I didn't have a huge income coming in was using Fiverr.com. So it's Fiverr.com. You guys can find freelancers for as little as $5. And I love it because you can pretty much type in the search whatever you're looking for, whether it's a logo, whatever. One of my clients had the most beautiful logo done recently. She just hired three Fiverr people for $5 each. And she basically crowdsourced her logo and got a beautiful logo. And she picked one of them out of those three, and it was amazing. And I was just like, wow, she did really good. So there's lots of ways you can do to help you with that. Taking a look at what you can let go of, things that are bogging you down. Like I found that I hadn't let go of a lot of subscriptions. So I had old email providers that I was using still. I mean, actually, I wasn't using still, but I still was paying their subscription every month. So, $20 here, $30 there, $40 in some cases. I looked back and I went, why am I still holding on to these? So I whittled those out. Subscriptions that I don't use. I had some stock images that were really useful for a while, but I didn't need them anymore. So why am I still paying $30 a month for that? I got rid of those things, and it ended up being a few $100s every month that I let go of, that I didn't need anymore. I could see it clearly where my energy and financial leaks were, and I just got rid of them. So that's easy to do. You just look at your statements, and you're like, wow, highlight, do I need this? No. Will I use this? Or this is one I forgot about. Will I use it now? Making sure I do use it now. Now that's one of the things. And also, again, you work smarter, not harder. That is really important. So, and then going with how you feel about what you're putting your energy into is one of the key things that I really spend a lot of time with. So letting go for 2020, this is what I highly recommend, is sitting down and writing what you want to let go of, what you want to see clearly, what's important to you, setting those intentions, writing down what you want to focus on, what do you want to create in your business life, health, relationships. Write it down. See it clearly. And what are you doing that is blocking that? And if you have a hard time with that, figuring out what's blocking, that's when you need help. Hiring a mentor or coach like myself and looking at people that you're really inspired by, look around at the people that inspire you and how they're doing their business. Do they look stressed out? Are they always like, or are they like really easygoing in there? Do they look like they're living a life that you want to be living? And then reach out to them. See if there's somebody that can help you build your business while staying focused on your dreams and your goals and your intentions, your health, your relationships. It's not all one thing. Like I said, you work on one thing, you work on everything else. And see if there's somebody out there that inspires you so much that you want to work toward your dreams with their help. And I would love to work with you myself. Usually I tell people, if I'm somebody that inspires you and you're feeling led to, let's get on a call and talk. And see if I can help you with your business. And let's work for months together and get yourself really rolling so that you can be living this dream life you want. Being more relaxed, having better health, being clear about what you want, and working toward those dreams and steps in a smart way. Not just hustle, hustle, hustle. Being relaxed, being a high energy. All these things, you can have them. And just sit down and make a list of those things that you want to create in your life, and then the emotions that are around them. What are behind them? Is it because you have family that you want to help? Is it because you want more freedom? It's because you want to quit your day job. You want to work from home. I mean, during these times in 2020, this is the best time to be working toward your dreams from your home. I keep getting interrupted with phone calls. I need to put the do not disturb on there. So big time, guys, last takeaway is learn from your mistakes. No more repeating history. This is what I've done. No more repeating history or patterns, taking in those beliefs that aren't for me. I'm choosing what I want to believe now. I'm not just inheriting it. I'm not just letting it take over willy-nilly. I'm choosing what I want to believe, what patterns I want to install, how I want to live based on that, how I want to feel from all these things. And I'm building my life from that way up. I'm climbing that ladder, and it's beautiful, and the journey is beautiful. And I work really hard every day toward this through the things that I allow in my life on all levels. So what do you say? Are you ready to see 2020 in a very clear vision and work toward your dreams? I hope so. You know, guys, if you haven't been to my website, melissazoske.com, go ahead and visit it. I've got a lot of free resources on my resource page. There's meditations there. There's way to clear out beliefs. There is so much freebies in there to help you really start taking those steps. And I also got a great podcast, my YouTube channel. You guys can get a lot more information there. I would love to hear what you're doing this year to create clear vision toward your goals. I want to hear about it. You guys have a great rest of the day, and I will talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye.